Hi everyone. My name is Britannia Ballard. I am 17 years old and I'm married. I got married at 16 to that lovely guy right there, Raiden. And see that our marriage license and everything's all cool and official. Because show that off because I'm very proud of that. But this is a video about how to get one of these at 16. Because a lot of actually got on like Yahoo and a lot of people like, how do I do this? How do I get married so young? And I was in a position to where it was easier for me to convince my mom to let me get married. But I understand that it's really hard, especially if you aren't going through a whole lot of crazy stuff like I was. But I've done a lot of research over the past year about convincing your parents to help you get married. A lot of it didn't apply to me, but it was over so many books and so many websites and so much crazy stuff that I thought I'd share it with you guys who don't have, all the motivation to, go and with our resources. If you guys don't have, a library that's close to you, you don't have a car, you don't know how to get there, or whatever it may be. This is my tips to you guys to help you convince your parents how you can get married at a young age like I did. My situation was our parents were going through a divorce themselves. Me and my husband were together way before all that happened, and we were truly in love. He truly took care of me. He got me everything I needed because we went out and my mom had to stay in shelters and got on drugs, and it was a really bad situation that we were both in, me and my little brother. And so convincing my mom to let me get married was still hard because she didn't want to let me go because I am still her kid. And so it was hard. But it was easier for me because he knew, so we were fighting a lot, so he knew if I didn't get distance from her, that it was just going to be really bad for us. We weren't going to have a good relationship, a good connection, and so I knew, and she knew, that it would be the best thing for us. Now, me and her, unfortunately, do not talk, we do not have a relationship, because she has done some really bad things. But, moving on, the first thing you need to do is be respectful. If you're not respectful, then there's just no point in even trying to talk to your parents, because if you're going to yell and be mean and not have any, backbone to come up and be like, this is what I want, this is why I want this is why I think I would be good, doing this, then don't even try, because all you're going to do is get turned down, because your parents want respect. 2 is you need to honestly have a plan. You can't just go out in the world and just not, we're just going to live off of love. You're never just going to live off of love. If I could live off of love, I'd be rich. But you need an honest, good, stable plan that you can sit down with your parents and be like, look, this is financially, this is how much he makes, this is how much I make, this is how much the apartments will cost, this is how much our car payments are, this is how much house are, and even like little bitty stuff, like everything needs a plan. Everything. And if you have logic and you have a base of what you want, they're more likely to say yes than, oh, this is just what I want, and this is why you should give it to me. Because no. But if you honestly have a foundation behind your crazy idea to get married so young, which is what everyone else is thinking, then it looks more realistic. And that's what you need to understand, is that to them, this is a completely unrealistic goal. And you need to prove to them that it is realistic. You need to get in their mind frame, which is what I had to do to convince my parents, or my mom, because I wasn't with my dad at the time, let me get married. If it's not realistic, then it's not real. And that's the sad truth behind it. But it has to be realistic for it to be real. Another tip is to help them understand where you're coming from. Understand, we've been together for like 3 years. He really loves me. I only have 2 years before I'm 18 anyways. You know, just give them a boost. Give them that little, but it'd be good for us, it'd be good for our relationship. If it's good for them, give them a boost, because they want you to be happy, obviously, you're their child. But if it makes your and your mom or your dad's relationship stronger, then that's a lot, that's a lot better for the way that they're going to see it. Because if they see, oh, well, this will help us be better, this will help us be a better mother-daughter, father-son bond, then yeah, of course, you know, explain to them that you're not going to let them go, you're not going to completely drop them. You can't sit there and know what your mom, well, as soon as I get married, I'm never going to see you ever again. Because they're not going to let you get married. They're not going to let you, oh, well, I'm going to do this, you cannot get in trouble, because that's crazy. You have to honestly have a foundation behind it. Because if you don't, then you just look like you're insane, you know? But if you do have a foundation, then that's good. But if it makes them feel strong, it makes them feel better about themselves, then they're more likely to do it. Because people always want that little boost, that little, yes, I did that, I did good, I did that for you. You know, if you say, oh, well, I'm never going to see you ever again after I get married, then why would they let you do it? You just have to be smart about it and use common sense. Most of it, honestly, is common sense, and I think every one of us have common sense. But maybe some of you don't. I don't know. A lot of people don't. No, I have not. Anyways, I'm going to start doing these little videos of how to get married at 16, what it's like to be married at 16, what it's like to grow up so young, because I know what it's like to have to grow up young, and I want to share my story with everybody because it makes me feel better, because I get to rant about all this crazy stuff that's going on, and you guys get to see my therapy. And leave your comments and all that fun stuff below, because I want to hear if you guys have any new ideas, or if anyone's even watching these videos. And even if you guys, if I get 0 views, I'm still going to do them, because they make me feel better. So, anyways, guys, thank you for watching. If people are going to watch these. But this is my little how to get married really, really young. So, thanks. Bye.